I summarized the entire interview. He talked a bit about playing stadiums compared to the old days and how he's enjoying it a lot more than during the Use Your Illusion era. He said, "I'm looking forward to playing in intimate spots," talking about his upcoming tour with Myles and the Conspirators, because I've been playing stadiums for literally 2 years now, he says. "It's nice to change it up. Normally I would say I'd like to play smaller venues as opposed to stadiums, but this last Guns tour has proved to me that you can make a stadium into a much more personal event. If the people really dig you, it's an interesting thing. We did stadiums back in the day, but the crowds this time were really off the hook across the board from every country. But that said, I'm looking forward to going in and doing the little theaters with the Conspirators because it's just going to be fun. It's very raw and everybody's on a small stage. It's just primal." We've also got some more Slash news. So Slash's his guitar collection worth has been revealed. So as a condition of the divorce agreement, Slash will get to keep all of his guitars. And according to the report, they listed some of his most expensive guitars he has. So he has 221 guitars, all of which he'll get to keep in the settlement. And his total guitar collection is valued at almost $2 million. So some of the most expensive guitars he has include a 1959 Gibson Les Paul Standard Flame Top, a Honey Sunburst, valued at $375,000. A 1959 Gibson Les Paul Standard Quilt Top Honey Sunburst is $225,000. And then he's got a couple more guitars that are worth six figures. The other ones include a 1957 Gibson Les Paul Standard Gold Top, that's $120,000. And then he's also got a 2014 ASG Walking Dead guitar. So that's only valued at $500, but Slash is a Walking Dead fan. So in Slash's LA Weekly interview, he also talked about playing with Richard Fortus, and Richard Fortus talked about what it's like to play with Slash. So Slash in the interview said that he's enjoyed forging a guitar partnership with Fortus, somebody he describes as awesome, which is great because let's face it, it could have been a little awkward. So he said he and I complement each other really well. Slash said, "I think Rich has brought out some of my best guitar playing, just playing with him because he's so accomplished technically and all that. We wanted to get it more focused more on a feel of what Appetite really sounded like. We just slowly but surely evolved into something that captured that, but still seems new and fresh. It's been an interesting ride and a lot of fun." So Richard Fortus responded by saying, "There's a reason Slash is a legend." Fortus says, "As a guitarist, the players I've always had the highest regards are those that took chances, those that stretched out every night and never played the same thing twice. Hendrix, Beck, Van Halen, those guys kept pushing and stretching the limits on a nightly basis. Slash is exactly that, and I have an incredible good fortune of being able to listen to him nightly and stand inches from him and have musical conversation with him. He's definitely made me a better musician." And Myles Kennedy was also interviewed for the LA Weekly article, and he talked about turning down singing in place of Axl Rose at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So originally, they had offered Myles to do it. He originally turned them down, but the last minute agreed to do it. So in 2012, the same year as Kennedy's first full albums with Slash, Apocalyptic Love, Guns N' Roses was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Axl, as we all know, refused to be involved in any performance, but Slash, McKagan, Gilby Clarke, Steven Adler, and Matt Sorum showed up, joined by Kennedy, the singer that took the responsibility very seriously. Kennedy said, "Initially, the magnitude of it led me to decline the invitation," Kennedy says. "I remember them talking about it midweek prior to what happened. These are impossible shoes to fill, so at first I didn't do it. The more I thought about it, about them accepting the award, not being able to play, I thought I'd give it my best shot, and I was just happy that they were able to not just get the award, but also play some songs. People seemed to be really happy, and from my standpoint, it was just the right thing to do. It wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination." Now, some more news about Slash. So before he announced his European tour dates, we learned that he's going to definitely be playing London ahead of time. So Slash has teamed up with Ernie Ball and Guitar Center. They're going to be sending one fan and their friend on a trip to London to see Slash featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators live. So in celebration of the new album Living the Dream, which is due on September 21st, you can enter a chance to win a VIP trip and exclusive guitar gear at Ernie Ball's website. So I've linked to that down below. You guys can go check it out. We also had a really cool video released by a news station in Australia. So they interviewed Doug Goldstein, who we've interviewed before, about Guns N' Roses' notorious shows in Australia back in '93. And there was some really good pro shot footage that I've never seen before. It's just little snippets of it. And they also show a lot of shots of the venue and the crowd during those shows. And Doug talks about his recollection of what happened in Australia during the early part of 1993. So I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. It's about 9 minutes long or so, and it's definitely fascinating. I know there's a lot of Australian fans who watch the channel, so if you guys want to go check it out, I've linked to it down below. We also had a really funny post from Meegan Hodges, who's Slash's girlfriend. So Slash, of course, has been doing a ton of press for his new album, Living the Dream, coming out next week. And of course, he's been on the front cover of a lot of magazines. So Meegan posted this on social media. She said, "So our friend walked by a newsstand in London and wow." So as you can see, Slash is on the front cover of Total Guitar, Planet Rock, Power magazine, and then Classic Rock as well. And then there's there's a couple other magazines he's doing as well. He's not necessarily on the front cover, but he is going to be interviewed in Kerrang, and he's got a little brief snippet in there, and there's going to be probably more as well. Like at Rolling Stone, he was interviewed in, but he didn't make the cover of that as well. We also have some Steven Adler news. So Steven Adler was in Las Vegas recently. He was playing a show with his band, Adler's Appetite, the new lineup. And he took some time to take a break and go check out Queen, who is touring right now with Adam Lambert. And they've been touring together for the last 4 or 5 years. I saw them back in 2014, I think it was. And man, they put on a good show. If they're coming to your town and you're a fan of Queen, definitely go check them out, because I think Adam Lambert does the songs justice. Sure, he's no Freddie Mercury, but who is? So we've also got the Freddie Mercury movie coming out pretty soon as well, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that film. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed that video, and be sure to subscribe if you love Guns N' Roses as much as I do. You guys can also go follow us on social media. The links to all our social media channels are below. And go check us out at gnrcentral.com if you guys want to stay up to date on the latest Guns N' Roses news as it breaks. And you guys can also go support us on Patreon at patreon.com. You guys will get exclusive perks that just regular subscribers don't get. And you'll get the chance to get a step up on the competition when it comes to giveaways as well. Take care.
What's going on? It's Alex Graspop from Hookers and Blow, and you're watching GNR Central.
Right on.